wait a week. You don't have to stew about it. Sometimes you could play the next day, which is today, and we're going to have to kind of wash those losses and move on to the next day and get after it again.
Maybe fans that follow West Coast baseball and don't follow it on national level don't realize that Minnesota's a defending Big Ten champion, and South Alabama is going to compete very highly, I would think, in the Sun Belt. And Dallas Baptist, a team that's a perennial potential tournament team every year. So it's not like we're losing to the Sisters of the Poor, basically.
No, we've definitely had a good schedule for sure. But you just have to play good baseball. We didn't play good baseball on the last 3 ball games that we've had, and I think those teams have played pretty well. I thought Minnesota played well, and I could see those guys winning the Big Ten. And South Alabama, the way they swing the bat, man, I got to believe they're one of the better teams in the Sun Belt. And then Dallas Baptist is a great club. I know, there's a lot of talk about mid-majors in basketball. When you talk about mid-majors in baseball, they're one of those teams that you talk about, and they have a luxury where they're not in a league, and the luxury part is they can kind of move their rotation around. And we faced a really good guy last night, and you're not going to win that game giving up 8 in the first. I did love our offensive approach against them. I thought offensively the first 4 innings we had as good a 4-inning stretch as we've had when it comes to competing with 2 strikes and running up pitch counts, doing things we want to do. With that said, we didn't by any means come close to taking a lead back. But if we do those things over a 9-inning game, in the games to come, we'll be pretty successful. Yeah, Matt's worked extremely hard in his game. Been a 2-year starter for us, and he had a little bit of struggles down the stretch the last 2 years. And I don't see that happening. He's really changed his mental approach. He's living in the moment. He's not letting the last at bat affect him, and he's a really good athlete. There's not a tool that Matt doesn't have. I mean, he can throw it, he can pick it. He's got some power. He can run a little bit. He can swing the bat. He's just a really good player, and he is doing what our seniors in the past have done. Really, had their good senior years and kind of leading this team. And I'm looking forward to watching Matty have a great senior year, because a guy like him really deserves it. He's been a model citizen for us since he's been here. He's been a great student, and he's gotten better every year. And that's what you're looking at of your players, to get better every single year. And right now he's got his game in check.
Donnie, that's one of my questions about him. Yeah, he's obviously playing real well and stuff. Donnie's real early. There's still time to develop these guys, obviously. But are you concerned at all about some of these younger pitchers, just normal growing pains, or are you concerned a little bit about it?
A little bit of both. I mean, there's definitely normal growing pains. I mean, if you look at our rotation when this weekend, which is Conley, Wise, and Arnold, 3 real good ones, and particularly Arnold and Wise, they both took their lumps when they were freshmen, took big-time lumps. So you understand that you're going to take lumps. I am a little bit concerned with maybe the competitiveness. I don't think we're competing at the level that I'd like to see us compete. But the only way we can change that is to continue to throw those guys out there and let them compete and get after it. They are in some roles that they wouldn't have to be in. When you're losing a guy out, when you have a guy out like Chad, it kind of changes everything in your pitching order. So guys are probably pitching in innings they typically wouldn't have. But lots of teams have to deal with that when it comes to injuries. So I do think it'll solidify our rotation, getting Chad back, and it'll put guys maybe in roles that will be more successful for them instead of having them a long period of time. Like I said, we've had some guys had some struggles, but by no means are we giving up on them. It's early in their freshman career, and there's definitely some growing pains for them, and hopefully they're learning from it.
Where would you say Chad is? 80%, 90%? No pain at all?
No pain. He's 100%. He'll pitch on Sunday.
Great. So Adam Friday, obviously, Wise Saturday, and then Chad on Sunday?
Yeah, he'll be on a pitch count on Sunday, but he'll start on Sunday.
How many pitches you thinking of giving him?
We're not sure yet.
Okay. I'm down in, I had to cover Gonzaga down in Vegas, Donnie. What's the weather like up there?
Sunny and 70.
Great. Same thing here.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. It's always sunny and 70 in Pullman.
Yes, but
we have a pretty good idea of some guys what they can do, and we're still trying to develop a bullpen. We're trying to develop that 4th starter. We've got about 6 or 7 guys that are going to be in the lineup on a consistent basis, and we got another couple of guys we're trying to figure that out. But there's definitely some good pieces that are meshing. We're not complete there yet.
And you got to be happy to have Chad back in the mix at this point.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a big lift for the team, for him, some of these young pitchers. That the great thing about Chad, other than obviously his success, is that Chad's been in the fire. You know, he's pitched a lot in his career already. You know, and he can bring some professionalism to those younger guys. Obviously, I've already seen James do that as well as Adam, but some of these younger guys can watch him and learn from things from Chad. Some of these guys are learning the hard way right now, having to be out there more. But obviously, with Chad back and healthy, they're going to be out there a little bit less, and that's not always such a bad thing. Sometimes it's better to watch and learn. It's, you know, we call it inexpensive experience, other than the expensive experience some of them are getting right now.